Hello, today we're going to talk about the adult justice system, steps in the criminal justice system. All right, the criminal justice system is set up to provide justice. All right, there's four components. There's the court system, law enforcement, juvenile system, and corrections. So all of these have their own unique tasks. So law enforcement, their role is to ensure justice through the enforcement of laws. They do this by discovering if laws are broken, deterring criminal activity, rehabilitating criminals, punishing criminals. This includes federal, state, local levels. Here in Georgia, that's where Glencoe is, and that's federal. The Federal Law Enforcement Training Center is in Glencoe. Corrections. Correction encompasses the prison and probation systems of Georgia, includes federal, state, and local levels. Criminals are detained in order to provide punishment and rehabilitation services. All right, so now there's steps in this whole process, and I have written them on the board, and we're gonna go over it. So how this works, so the law enforcement is the first thing. So you have your pre-trial, that's where your cops come in. They arrest and they book you. So they arrest you because you've broken some law possibly, and they book you, which makes a criminal record of it. So then, after that, you go to your initial appearance. So that's where your due process starts. The bail is set, charges explained, and your attorney is appointed. All right. Then step 3 is a preliminary hearing. So judge determines if there's probable cause, or probable cause is reason for it. Is there a good reason for this to go to a trial? So that's what probable cause is. Grand jury indictment. So the jury determines if there is evidence to charge accused. So if evidence is suspect is charged. If there's not enough evidence, they just dismiss it and they go away. The arraignment. The suspect brought to superior court, pleads guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If they plead guilty, it goes directly to the judge that's there for sentencing. There's also a plea bargain where the accused and the prosecutor make a compromise so it doesn't have to go to trial. Now, if they plead not guilty and there's no plea bargain, then it comes over here to trial, where the jury is selected, opening statements are made, evidence of witness, closing statement, jury makes their decision. If guilty, the judge sentences them. Not guilty, they are released. Then it goes to appellate court. So if you go through this whole thing, your arrest, your bail set, you can't pay for it, you go to preliminary hearing, the judge is like, yeah, you should be tried. The grand jury says, yes, there's enough evidence here for it to go further. You get arraigned, you plead not guilty, you go to your trial, your jury selected. It's supposed to be a jury of your peers, which was a big thing back in the day, but now it's I guess it's closer. I have no idea. I've never been selected. I got selected once, but I was overseas. Well, no, I got told to go to jury duty one time, but I was overseas. Evidence and witnesses, closing statements. The jury makes a decision. If you're guilty, the judge will sentence you. Then you go to appeal courts if you get found guilty. And what it does in the appellate court is it checks to see if a mistake was made, and then you could possibly get a retrial. Those are all the steps in the whole thing. It's all written down and color-coded for you, just to make it a lot easier. All right, this has been the adult justice system, steps in the criminal justice system. Hope it helps.